now tuned into Women of Power. Kia Simone. With Kia Simone. Kia Simone. Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Hey. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Women of Power. Kia Simone. Never lose yourself. Trying to find someone else. Woman with power. Woman with power. Say yeah, yeah. If you a woman with power, say yeah, yeah. Hey, women of power. Kia Simone. Women of power. Kia Simone. Women of power. Kia Simone. Never lose yourself trying to find someone else.
Hey, lovely people. It is your girl, Kia Simone, coming to you straight from the 313, and you already know what it is. It's all love. So this video right here is so random, but I know how you guys love my story time. So let's just jump right on into story time. Yes. Hi, Sharon. How are you? So let me just tell y'all, the name of the story time is The Rock. Now, I don't know, like, I'm being petty tonight, but let's just jump right on into this story. Okay, so if you guys don't know by now, I am 45, okay? 45. So 45 years ago, my mother painted a rock because I'm her first child. So my mom was really young. She had me or whatever. So she painted this rock. The rock is actually like yellow. It has my name, my full name in white, and it like kind of like a little brown trim around it or whatever. Okay. So again, put a pin in that. 45 years ago. Okay. So my mom moved to Tennessee. So again, I'm originally from Detroit. So again, my mom made the rock in Detroit. Now, when she moved to Tennessee, I can't remember what year it was, but I was around like 12. Okay, so she moved the rock to Tennessee with her, okay? So, mind you, it must have some sentimental value because she picked up the rock. Y'all probably like, what size is the rock? Everybody keep asking, what size is the rock? It's like about maybe 6 pounds. You have to hold it with both hands. So, it's about like this size. Like it's about that size. Okay, so the rock, my mother, like I said, packed the rock up with her belongings to go to Tennessee. So when she first moved to Tennessee, she was staying with her sister, her younger sister. So when my mom found a place, she accidentally left the rock at her sister's house. Okay, it's a rock. So again, at that time, I was around 12. So fast forward to present day. So a few years ago, my mom called me on the phone and was like, your auntie got my rock and she won't give it back. so I don't mean to laugh, but I was like, what rock? She was like, the rock, the yellow rock, the rock that's at her front door, the rock I painted for you, when you were born. So my mom was real upset about the rock. Okay. So I'm trying to be helpful. And I was like, okay, my auntie, she loved me. And we vibe well. So let me call my auntie and see if I can get this rock back for my mama. So I called, was like, hey, auntie. I was like, my mama, can you give my mama her rock back? So my auntie was like, no, I'm not giving her rock back. It's not her rock anymore. She left it at my house. It's my rock now. So I'm like, My auntie is always the nice one. So this is the nice auntie, the one that is like always laid back, cool. She's like, you know, the peacekeeper. So I'm like, auntie, but she really wants this rock. Again, mind you, at this point, I'm like over 40 at this point. But my mom is like on the phone, like, she got my rock. So I'm trying to like, you know, get her this rock back. Now, mind you, every time I go to Tennessee, I see the rock at my aunt's house because it's at the front door. So, you know, my aunt used to stay in an older house, and I guess she used the rock as a, you know, to keep the front door open. But now you live in a brand new house. The rock's still at your front door. It's not holding anything open, closed, or whatever. So my mom was like, I didn't want to call my mama back and be like, she said no. So I was like, but auntie, she really wants this rock. She's like talking about this rock. Again, I'm a grown woman now, but that's what I'm thinking in my head, like I'm over 40. Y'all, this rock, okay. So my auntie went in and just told me why she didn't want to give my mama the rock back. So my auntie, she said that back in 1976, she was going to name her child Nakia. That's my full name, Nakia. So she said, I was going to name my daughter Nakia, and your mom stole my name. So I'm like, what? So I need y'all to help. Who's right and who's wrong? So my aunt is like, yeah, that was my daughter's name, and I was going to name my first daughter that, Nakia. So that's the name that's on the rock, Nakia. So she's like, yeah, she shouldn't have stole my name. So I'm thinking in my head, like, but auntie, you never had a daughter. You had 2 boys. So my auntie was like, it's still my rock. It's my rock. So I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, y'all got a deeper, like, something going on here. So after I realized that she's not giving my mama the rock back willingly. I'm like, well, later on, like, you know, talking to my mom, I was like, just take the rock. When we go over to Tennessee, it's at the front door. Now, I would have just took the rock. If I felt it was mine and you took my rock and I accidentally left it, I'm gonna come back to your house and take my rock. What you gonna do? So I said, well, next time you go there, it's not like she be watching, because it's like the rock is at the front door, and usually it's a gathering, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or something. So while everybody in the kitchen or wherever, case the place and take your rock. So I need y'all help. Who's right and who's wrong? Whose rock is it? Should the rock stay with my auntie, or should the rock go back to my mom? Who has the rights over the rock? Sharon said my aunt is being paid. It's been over 40 years. I don't need to laugh, but it's funny because people was like, the rock. And then so my aunt called back later and was like, you know what? I think I'm going to retouch the rock. So she was going to like touch the paint up. I'm like, she probably about to mess the rock up by trying to touch it up after 45 years. But I was like, y'all got issues over the rock. I'm glad that, I don't know. So who's right and who's wrong? Who has ownership of the rock? Should my aunt give the rock back to her sister? Or should my mama just make a new rock? It's a rock. If it was that important to me, like I said, I would have took it. I would have took that rock. I would have took it. So, yeah. So that was my funny story time, the rock. So, you know, everybody wants to know, like, what size was the rock? The rock was about this big, about 5 or 6 pounds. It's yellow. Got my full name on it. And they have a dispute over the rock. So that's my story time for tonight. Sharon saying something else. Sharon says, I would find a new rock paint. It's the same, put the name and switch them out. But it's not, you could tell that it's a little worn, Sharon, because you could tell it's like a yellow. So you could tell like the rock, you know, had better days. Because again, it's sitting at my aunt's front door. So people probably kicked it over the years or whatever. But again, I'm like, it's funny how older people are, or how people are sibling rivalry. I can't talk tonight. I'm hot. But yeah, it's just funny how they are still at it about a rock. So I was telling Robert this story earlier. So I said, I'm about to go live and tell y'all the story about the rock since I'm being petty tonight. Robert said Aunt needs to give up the rock. No, she said that's her rock. So what do y'all think if my mama went down there and took the rock? So you're probably like, why is she thinking about this story? Because my mom is actually in Tennessee now. So I was thinking, like, she's in Tennessee. Go over there and get your rock. I've done that before. I went somewhere and took my stuff back. Like, for real. Like, if you got something that belongs to me, I'm taking my stuff back. What are you going to do? Upon today, what will you do? Like, come on, they sisters. Do you think they're really going to be fighting? They like senior citizens. So, like, are they going to be, like, fist fighting? So, again, what would her sister do? And my auntie not going to even fight her because she's a church lady. So, the rock. Yes, the rock. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop off. I didn't want to keep y'all. I just had to tell my story about the rock. Like I said, I would have cased the joint. Like, if I knew that it was gonna be like some type of confrontation, because my aunt probably would be like, you put my rock down, and she caught her. So again, make sure you wait till she go upstairs to go get something or do something, because her bedroom is upstairs. So while she go upstairs to do whatever, okay, go ahead and make your way on out. And on your way on out, bend down, put the rock, and take it to your car. Just saying. Robin said she would take the rock and run. Yes. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I will be dropping in with some advice. I do have some advice letters that I need to give my input on. So, again, thank you guys for joining me on short notice. And until next time, good boy. Peace.